Master of Sass. All of nothing. The ninja chased a lone Venomari through the darkened streets of Ninjago City. Zane jumped in front of him and froze the ground with his shurikens. Jay used his lightning to drive him into a dead-end alley. Kai and Irene were ready with their weapons. The poor snake turned to run, but he bumped into Cole. Going somewhere? Cole asked as the others surrounded the snake. They all pointed their weapons at him. Thought you could joyride through town and not be noticed, huh? Where's the last fang blade? Jay asked. I don't know what you're talking about, the Serpentine lied. You know what it is. The fourth fang blade. When Pythor finds them all, he plans to unleash the Great Devourer, Kai said. Oh, that fang blade, the snake said. You're too late. Pythor's already there now. He's probably already digging it up. Irene sighed. If I were you, I'd start preparing for the worst, because when the Great Devourer is awakened, there will be nothing it won't consume, the Venomari declared. Won't that mean it'll consume you too? Zane pointed out. The snake's mood shifted so fast it was kind of funny. Please, you have to stop him. That snake is crazy. I don't want to unleash the Great Devourer. I'm a snake, not food, he shrieked. Is it really too late to stop Pythor from getting the last fang blade? Kai demanded. You're days behind him. There's got to be something else you can do, the snake sobbed. The ninja all looked at each other. Back on the bounty, the ninja, Nia, Sensei Wu, Lord Garmadon, and Lloyd were all staring at the map. The Venomari's right. By the time we cast sail clear over to the other side of Ninjago, Pythor will have already beat us to the last fang blade, Nia said. Oh, come on, guys. This is the last one. We gotta get it. We gotta think of something, Jay said. Hey, said Lloyd. Everyone looked at the kid. All we have to do is get one fang blade to stop him. What if we take back the other three, he suggested. Pythor wouldn't risk having them all on him. He's probably hidden them somewhere while he goes for the fourth. Irene grinned. Lloyd, you are a genius, she said, ruffling his blonde hair. It's so simple, Cole said. Huh, why didn't I think of that, Kai remarked. Because you're an idiot, Irene says. It can't be that easy, Jay pointed out. Easy? My algorithm suggests taking the other three would be far more dangerous. Pythor would undoubtedly have them protected by his top generals, Zane said. Ha, finally, I don't have to hold back, Kai said. Even if you could steal the other three, you don't even know where they are, Garmadon noted. He's right. For the past few weeks, there have been almost no Serpentine sightings. How are they moving around? It's like they're ghosts, Wu said. Or snakes, Nia said, her face lighting up with realization. Bridge, give me a sonar sweep of Ninjago. The screen showed no snakes. See, nothing. It's just like Sensei said, Kai complained. But what if they aren't traveling above ground? They're snakes, and snakes burrow, Irene pointed out, seeing Nia's logic. Bridge, now give me a sonar sweep of Ninjago, but 20 feet below surface, Nia ordered. The screen showed tunnel activity, all leading to one central location. All the tubes have been interconnected, Kai exclaimed, to make one massive underground fortress, Cole added. All this time, right under our noses, Jay remarked, or rather, feet, Zane said. Kai studied the holographic map for a moment. There, he said, pointing. That's the most protected area. The fang blades must be held there. Then what are we waiting for? Nia, set the course, Wu said. Already on it. We'll be there by sunup, Nia replied. The ninja were on the deck training, practicing defensive techniques for different Serpentine abilities. Sensei was watching them. There is no room for error. The Serpentine have shown that they have great powers, and to combat them, you must turn their greatest strengths into their greatest weaknesses, he said. Kai, how would you defeat the Hypnobrai? Their hypnotizing powers are useless if their opponent can fight without relying on his eyes, Kai answered, pulling a blindfold over his eyes and swinging his sword with precision. Good. Jay, the vampire is fast and his bite sharp, Wu quizzed. But if he can't bite through your skin, he can't turn you into one of them, Jay said, tapping his armored right arm. Yes, Cole, the Constricti are strong, Wu said, firing a net that wrapped around Cole, and they will not let go. But instead of fighting back, one must try to loosen up, Cole said, relaxing his muscles and wiggling free. And a little soft shoe doesn't hurt, he added, showing off a few dance steps. Zane, the venom of the Venomari can make you see things, clouds your perception, Sensei called. Then I will use my new falcon vision, Zane said, his eyes glowing bright blue as he turned it on briefly. Irene, you are not an android like Zane. You have no falcon vision. How would you combat against the hallucinogenic venom? The hallucinations are visual, not auditory. Like Kai said about the hypnobird. The hallucinations won't do anything if you can fight without relying on your eyes, she said. If you can avoid getting hit, all the better. Very good. I have trained you well. You are all ready, Sensei declared. What about you, Sensei? Kai asked. Will you fight? We need all the help we can get. Sensei Wu sighed. My concern is that my old bones cannot keep up. But I will be there in spirit, he said. Arriving at the mountain of 1,000,000 steps, Nia shouted over the loudspeakers. You might want to see this. Look at all those piles of dirt, Jay said as they approached the peak. If you think about it, all mountains are just ginormous dirt piles, Irene remarked. What are those snakes up to? Cole mused as the ninja prepared to disembark. Wait for me, Lloyd called as he ran down to the deck. This is not your fight. The Green Ninja is too important for a future destiny. You shall stay with me, Wu said to the kid. Nia flew down in her samurai mech. Well, he's going to have to look after himself because we made room for you, she said, gesturing to a seat mounted on the mech's shoulder. Well, you said you were concerned that you couldn't keep up, so Jay and Nia rejiggered the design so you could come along, Kai said. So what do you think? Irene asked. I think. Wu jumped and flipped into the seat. Shotgun, he cackled. I will stay back with Lloyd, Lord Garmadon said. I don't enjoy saying this, but good luck. The ninja, Nia, and Wu carefully climbed down the rope into the mountain. The place was completely empty. I thought you said this place would be heavily guarded, Zane, Jay complained. Forgive me, even androids make mistakes, Zane replied. Hey, check this out, Cole said, walking over to a section of the wall that had some seemingly recent drawings. They were drawings of the ninja with goofy mustaches. Irene snorted. That doesn't even look like me, Jay whined. Ah, they're gonna pay for that, Kai growled. I mean, at least give me a decent mustache, Cole said as he brushed his hand over against the stone in an effort to fix his portrait. Instead, he hit a hidden switch that caused a section of the wall to open up and reveal a hidden passageway. I meant to do that, Cole said. Sure you did, Irene teased as they went through the tunnel. They stopped at a ledge overlooking a huge gathering of all the Serpentine tribes. So what happens when the Great Devourer is unleashed? Will it really consume everything? Asked General Fang Tommy of the Fangpire. I hope so, if only to teach the surface dwellers a lesson for locking us underground for so many years, replied General Scalador of the Constricti. Who knows if the legend is even true? I, for one, am curious to see what happens, hissed General Acidicus of the Minmari. Keep alert. Pythor should be back soon, Scales ordered. There's too many to deal with at once. I say we travel by shadows, Kai said softly. Right behind you, said Nia. And I will be right behind you, Wu added. They all quietly made their way down. You know, we might be sneaky ninja and all. But I'm kind of surprised nobody has seen us yet, given the bright colors we're wearing, Irene whispered. Now is not the time to make us laugh, Cole hissed as Jay's face turned red beneath his mask as he tried not to laugh. Irene just shrugged. Look, ninja, a snake yelled, pointing to them. You jinxed us, Irie, Jay yelped as they prepared for a fight. Nia was yelling into the comm to tell Lloyd and his father that they'd been spotted and needed help. Lloyd, can you hear me? Nia said into the comm as the snakes got closer. Ugh, I'm not getting anything. One of the Venomari jumped onto the mech to go after Sensei. He simply poured scalding hot tea on the snake, who fell screaming. Forget about them. We need to fight back, he said. Ninja, show them what you've learned. Scalador wrapped his tail around Cole and said, I always wanted to make you my main squeeze. Irene thought it was an awful joke. Cole relaxed his muscle and easily slipped out of the Constricti's grip. Ha-ha, triple tiger sachet, Cole shouted, taking out Scalador and 2 more with that move. Kai was surrounded by Hypnobrai, seemingly with no way out. Scales attempted to hypnotize him, but Kai just closed his eyes and used Spinjitzu to take them all out. I wish I could see me now, because all of you just got Kai'd, he shouted. Jay was fighting off several Fangpire, and Fangtom snuck behind him and bit down on his right arm, the arm that was covered in metal armor. Fangtom reared back in pain. What's wrong? Don't like the taste of defeat? We'll get you used to it, Jay taunted. Looking good, Nia called. Thanks, you look great too, Jay replied dreamily. Don't mean to interrupt the lovebirds, but we do have Fangblades to capture, Zane called from where he and Irene were battling several Venomari. One of them spit venom at Irene, but Zane shoved her out of the way and it got in his eyes instead. Zane, Irene cried as the white ninja looked around disoriented. Switching to Falcon Vision, he said, his eyes glowing bright blue. The other ninja had made their way down to where Irene and Zane were. Together, they fought with renewed strength, taking up a defensive position and striking out at any serpentine that came near. The Fangblades, Kai shouted, pointing to a rock that the Fangblades rested on. I'll let you have the honor, Cole said. Oh no, after you, Kai replied. Cole shrugged and started forward, but a clawed hand thing sprang up from the ground and grabbed his wrist. Ah, it's a trap, he yelled. The bars of a cage sprang up around the group, trapping them. They couldn't break free. Come, can this get any better? Pythor called as he slithered down with the last Fangblade in his hand. Seriously, they fell right into my trap. Oh, this isn't good, Kai said as a chain was attached and the cage was lifted into the air. You don't say, Irene said sarcastically. Oh, where's Lloyd when you need him?